Next up, I mean, look, the last guy that they spent that kind of money on, Mr. Joey Votto, of course, it was cool to kind of see reports out of, the Cincinnati Reds that they're trying to find a way to get Joey Votto to come be a part of the Reds organization in some capacity. We discussed yesterday what capacity could that potentially be in the front office, which wouldn't make a whole lot of sense, but it is Nick Krall saying this to get him to come to the organization. You know that Votto makes the most sense, in the interaction with the players and passing on that type of wisdom. Obviously, on the staff in some capacity would make a lot of sense. But big picture here, buy or sell, Joey Votto will be a manager in Major League Baseball someday. Buy or sell?
I'm gonna sell it. I don't think he'll ever be a manager. I don't think you'll see Joey Votto manage a team. But I think he'll be a coach. I think he'll be a part of organizations going forward. But I don't see him in that role as of right now. It's just, for me, I don't see it yet. Maybe one day in the future, in like 5 years, 10 years down the line, I'll see that vision. But as of right now, I don't see him ever leading a franchise, leading an organization. But I do think he's going to be a hitting coach. I think he's going to be, if you want to say a bench coach, maybe a first base coach, third base coach. He's going to be a coach in baseball for a long time. I think that's more than fair. I would like to see him be a broadcaster, if we're going to be honest. That's where I would want to see Joey shine. And whatever this new TV deal is with the Reds, I'd love Joey Votto to be a part of that. I think his knowledge of the game is bar none, and I think he's entertaining. I think when you see guys make fun of his little TikTok career, I won't mention names who makes fun of him for that, but when you see people do that, he's able to entertain people. And I think that's forward into 162 game baseball broadcasts. Somebody that can, spread knowledge of the game, which he's more than able to do, and somebody that's able to make a big call, make a call exciting. I think, despite what I think of John Sadak, I think he's able to engage with fans. I think he's able to make that big moment call. And I think Joey would be a great guy to sit right next to him in the future, depending on whatever the hell happens with these TV broadcasts. But no, I'm going to sell the fact that he's a manager as of right now.
Yeah.
One point you brought.
Go for it, Kenner.
The point that Elliot brought up yesterday, and I'm mad because I had it in my notes and I kind of forgot to check my notes as we got into that talking point, and I completely forgot. I said yesterday that the one thing that we didn't really consider when we talked about Nick Krall saying that they were trying to get Joey Votto to come back and be involved in the organization somehow, the one thing not one of us mentioned yesterday was that could still mean, from a media perspective, that still could mean an ambassador role that a lot of former Reds are a part of. I mean, that's how Barry Larkin, who was, kind of making his way through the system, that's how it kind of got mentioned. That's kind of how it built to his name being thrown out there to manage this team or in Major League Baseball in some capacity at some point. Could Joey Votto follow that route? Possibly. But I think the one that makes the most sense, too, is the media route. Could he be involved with the Reds organization from a TV/radio standpoint? That would be phenomenal because, as a fan, him being a hitting coach, cool, whatever. You see him in the dugout, the clubhouse from time to time, oh well. But to hear him and just the way he interacts, whether it's media, whether it's TV, radio, I think he crushes it. I would love to see him in that role more than anything else. But Jacob, buy or sell?
Yeah, no, that'd be awesome. I would certainly love to see him in the booth. I'm going to sell it for a lot of the same reasons Elliot did. I think he's going to be a coach in baseball. He's going to be involved in the game in some degree. Maybe it is a broadcaster, not a coach, but he'll be involved in the game of baseball probably for the majority of the rest of our lives. I don't think Joey Votto is going to be out of baseball for very long following this retirement. I would expect him back, whether it's on the network. I mean, maybe not even with the Reds. He's done all those MLB network hits over the years, and he certainly kills those. Maybe he goes big time and gets on one of those big networks. I think he's one of the best ambassadors for the game of baseball that we've seen in a long time. He's great with fans. He's great with media. He's a great person on and off the field. I think he's going to be great in whatever lane that he goes in. I would lean away from him being a manager. I just don't think that necessarily aligns with what I think he wants to do. I think he'd be a great hitting coach or something along those lines if I had to guess, but certainly the media route is what I would like to see him in. He'll be involved in baseball. I just don't think as a manager, so I'll sell that.
All right, yeah, I'm going to sell that as well, at least as far as anytime soon. I mean, could that be a thing that as he gets older and ventures down that? Absolutely. To have him involved in the clubhouse right away as a hitting coach. I mean, that's going to be a Francona thing. And I don't think that you throw him directly into that role. But we see companies make up titles all the time, to get people on the, on the payroll, and they figure it out from there. But no, media. Elliot brought up a great point. I think media, because like I said, it wasn't like Terry Francona put out there that, hey, we're trying to find a way to get Joey Votto involved back with the organization. If he had said it, my mind right away would be like, oh, yeah, it's going to be some kind of hitting coach or some instructor or something along those lines. But the fact that Nick Krall said it, to me, that seems more of a business side of things. And I don't see it as front office. I see it more as potential media